Yeah, I want to talk about a change that is occurring in Ecuador. And it seems that there's less and less foreigners that are coming here and just opening their wallet and buying whatever they want and, building houses, doing all these things. There's fewer and fewer of them coming to do that. There is a bigger sense of being more cautious, a lot more cautious. So what that's doing is creating lots of real estate opportunity for those that are coming here with money. And I think those days are gone where people are paying, $80,000 for a piece of land in the middle of nowhere, and it's only worth, the going rate is closer to a city is 10,000 US dollars per hectare. That is the going rate. And if you extrapolate that and go a bit higher, you could go as high as $15,000 per hectare. But if you're paying $80,000 for two hectares, or they're building an ultra, the newest gimmick is they build these ultra modern, gorgeous looking houses that are windows all the way around. They have a steel roof. And if you take out a piece of paper and calculate how much it costs to build that house, you'd be actually very surprised. Building materials, steel and glass and cement, are incredibly cheap in this country. What we pay here for a square meter of ceramic tiles or porcelain tiles is what everyone else pays per square foot. Those are the prices here. Bag of cement, $7. I can get it for $6.55 if I shop around. Just remember, everything is very, very inexpensive here. And there's opportunities to build, to buy property, to buy houses that are completed that you can upgrade. There's lots of dynamic opportunity. Ecuador right now has the big problem. We don't have power, very little power. I give an example. Today we have 5 in the morning till 10 a.m. and then 4 o'clock till 8 o'clock. We have no power. So I want to get a table saw out and I want to do some woodworking, but I know I only have 3 hours to do it. So it's like really frustrating that I can't do a day's job. So if you're willing to take the gamble on Ecuador, and what I mean by that is you're dealing with this insufficiency, this good enough scenario, it's quite frustrating for a lot of people. But if you can look past it, there's lots of golden opportunities here. And I think it has never been as good as it will be in the next 6 months. I think the economy is going to hit rock bottom. I think what's going to happen is there's going to be all these people that were gouging extranjeros for their land. They're going to need to sell at a normal price. There's so many rentals available right now, probably because lots of extranjeros have left. So there is this real energy that is happening for people to benefit from the collapse or the demise of a system that was really taking advantage of extranjeros, and that taking advantage has sort of disintegrated, and it is disintegrating very fast. There are people that are still trying their best to get the money out of people. I've seen now these ads with these houses that are on a piece of land in the middle of nowhere, and they want $400,000 for it. If somebody pays that, they need to have their head examined. There's this real understanding, this turnkey element of real estate here that is a bit dangerous, because there's all these problems with real estates and properties here. So if there's a house built, there's a clean title, they can demand a premium for it. But what they're doing is they're demanding an absolutely crazy premium for these pieces of land. And then you have this ultra modern house, It's 40 degrees outside. The sun is baking on you. You're in an aquarium. All these people can see everything you're doing if they want to rob you or whatever. They know what room you're in. They know what dress you're wearing. They know everything about you because your 365-degree glass is making you very vulnerable. And there's nowhere to hide from the heat. So if you're thinking of coming to Ecuador, it probably is going to be the best time ever. It's similar to when I came 3 years ago. The prices are going backwards, and it's a buyer's market. They want 140, you offer 85. They want 90, you offer 60, 65, 70. You negotiate with them. You will get lots of real estate right now because there is this exodus of extranjeros that just aren't putting up with this crap anymore. You know, robberies, assaults, inflated real estate prices, inflated food prices as an extranjero. People are getting savvy in this country now. The extranjeros aren't dishing out $400,000 for a piece of land that's half an hour into the bush. They're not doing it anymore. They should be paying the real price, not a fake price that is only catering towards these extranjeros or foreigners. Is Ecuador a place to come? If you can get past, having intermittent internet, having intermittent electrical supplies, if you can get past this oddity of how these Ecuadorians do business and how the legal system works and how you can get from A to B with using money. There's a park in the center of Loja, and I had to go downtown a couple days ago, and there was, I didn't count, but I think there was over 1,000 men waiting to be picked up for jobs. And a lot of them were saying to me, $15 a day, $15 a day. They were hustling me. The normal rate is 20, 25. And we pay 25 and we give a really good meal. Sometimes if they do a really good job, we'll give them 30. But just imagine the workforce you could put together to build projects here. You know, backhoe costs $20 an hour. So there's so much opportunity here with the money you bring with you. That's the big difference. You can't make money here. You have to bring that money with you to make money. The future is really in countries like this where you can still do something without the building department chewing you out, where you can do things with very little money, where you can accommodate your wishes or your gardening needs or your dreams. This place still allows that because you can afford to pull things off. You can afford to get things out of the ground. You can afford to live cheaply in a place like this. Yeah, there is a golden rule that you need to follow in this country, the same as any other country. So if you're developing a piece of real estate in this country, make sure that you understand your final price. And make sure that that final price will allow you to sell it for that same amount of money or for a profit. And it shouldn't be too hard because you've got a couple advantages playing for you. And the first one is there's very little real estate for sale that is that has the paperwork completely in order. And number two, the workforce is incredibly cheap. And number three is you have the benefit of having high quality materials for probably a quarter of the price of the United States or Canada. There's so much opportunity. It's just your tolerance. You have to get past your own tolerance to see if you can actually survive this oddity of this country, these odd behaviors and these things that might piss you off or drive you crazy. So Ecuador is an option. People are saying don't come here because they can't even provide electricity and this and that. But it's not really true. You just have to take the leap and try your best to understand the real estate market, what it means to buy things here. You will have to learn new construction techniques. You'll have to really understand what the market is looking for here. They are used to cement houses with parging on the sides. They aren't used to anything else. These humid boxes are the norm, and they're being sold, all over the place, and very few people are buying them. So if you can be a bit more creative, a bit more understanding of using modern materials, providing insulation, providing damp proofing, being very smart in your build, providing roofs that protect the house from overheating, all those things will give you a huge advantage when you're going to sell the real estate you develop. And for a North American to develop a house or to build a house, the chances are a lot bigger that you're going to develop a house that some other North American or European will want to buy.